Hi everyone, you're welcome to this video. This video you'll be learning how to write a CE-sPESS postgraduate research proposal using the CE-sPESS proposal template. In this video you learn how to use simple techniques and new methods of writing research to write your research proposal. We'll be using this template as a guide to show us how to write our work and get it to meet the expectation as written in this proposal. So with this, you can use your phone, you can use your laptop, whatever device that is fast enough to carry out this operation. You can use either mobile or a laptop to do this. So let's get it started. First, just click on the link. The link will be provided in the description. You click on the link for the app to open, then you copy your topic into it. So let's go straight up to our topic. So this is the topic we're going to be using. Just click on the topic, assessing spatial and social inequalities. So all I need to do is just copy and I'll click on the link. I have already opened the tab where so I'm just going to go back there and I'll enter the topic. As you can see, I'm just pasting it. So if it's either you do this or you can just type the topic just like this and click enter. So once you click enter, okay, it's going to ask you what referencing style do you want to use, what chapter do you want to work on, this. So you're going to tell it follow the directions in the below template. So first of all, in the below template, all you need to do now is copy the template here. Let's go to our CE-sPESS template. You just need to copy the template here, copy the template and copy it into the app, so that way this is the template. So once you enter the template, you paste it and it starts going. So it's telling you now that it has the template, so but it still needs you see, after I've copied the template into it, it's still telling me that it needs other information. So it's asking me what's referencing style. So according to the CE-sPESS research template here, you can see that our referencing style that is needed here is the upper style or referencing. That is what we use. So what we're going to do is we're just going to enter there upper app number one. Just answer these questions. It's a very simple tool. All you need to do is know how to use it. This is a research assistant. It is not meant to take over your work. It's just meant to assist you with your work. So number one is asking me what's the referencing style you'll be using. So all I need to do is just enter upper 7th edition. Um, then to what chapter? We say chapter 1, 3. Do we have no? This is, do we have any previously written chapters you would like to upload? We don't have anyone. So this one is maybe if you're starting from chapter 2, you have written chapter 1 on your own. You can say yes, I have uploaded. You can just come here. If you have, maybe you're starting from the chapter 2 of the proposal and you want to write from chapter 2, you have written chapter 1 on your own. You can just come here, add files, click on the plus button and just click on the plus button Once you click on that plus button, immediately you can add your photos and files. So once you add photos and files, you can either add the chapter 1 where you started from, or you can just add the file or the chapter, the first chapter in for this template, for this proposal. So since we are starting from chapter 1, there's no need for us to start from to upload any file right now. So the next thing is, do we have reference bank ready? So now the last and but most importantly is your reference bank. So it's asking you, do we have your reference bank ready? So what we need to do is, to get this reference bank for your work, you just go to Google Scholar. This is scholar.google.com. Go to Google Scholar and um, paste that the project topic inside Google Scholar. Paste it into Google Scholar. So as you paste it into Google Scholar, you can see that immediately it brings up research. So for this tool, or for this research assistant, once you open anyone that is aligned, sorry, let me take that again. First of all, when you remember that according to the CE-sPESS template here, if you read the CE-sPESS template, we are meant to have 35 relevant research minimum. 35 relevant research minimum for our proposal. So it is in the Google Scholar here, that is where you can find those research. Now, some of us, I'm aware some of us use AI to just type or Google or search for references. That's wrong. This is the only legitimate place where you can find references that are correct. So you need to be careful, because if you use AI generated references, it could affect your work in the long run, especially when you're presenting to an external body or external supervisor. Is very, very dangerous. So we recommend that you always use Google Scholar or a reliable tool, not just AI, for referencing. You can use any other thing to write, but for referencing, the most reliable is not AI. So let's go back. So once you open Google Scholar and you're looking for you're searching for references to use, the first thing to do in Google Scholar is not just to start opening. You have to customize it within the last 5 years. Recent, the word recent in research means the last 5 years. So what you need to do is, I'll click on this since 2021 here. I've, I've pasted my topic. The next thing, I'll click since 2021. This means that all the research is giving me is within 2021 till now, which is 5 years from 5 years ago. So once I've clicked on here, I can immediately now start opening each. I'll just need to open. I don't need to download any file. I just need to open the journal article, copy the abstract and the title and the front page of the journal. That's all I need, and the tool will help me to do the honors. It helps me to continue from there. So it's not really that hard to use. So we're just going to give it a minute as it's opening. So you could open multiple. I'm just going to open like 3. So as the other ones are loading, okay, this is loading. Okay, this one has opened. So all I need to do now, I don't need to do anything here. All I need to do is just to copy this. I just need to copy this. I just need to copy this and copy it into WriteVerve. So I just need to put research 1. Remember what I said, you don't need to download any article. You don't need to pay for any article. All you need to do is just copy the front page of the journal. Just that's the front page, copy it into it, then go to the next research. You can see that I copied. It doesn't matter if you can't understand what it did. so far as it contains the topic of the research, it contains the author of the research, it contains the abstract of the research. That's all you need. This is the author, and the abstract is there. That's all. So all I need to do is I'll go and copy another one, but before that I'll just put research 2. Okay, so let's look at the other ones and see. This one has not still opened, it's still loading. So all I need to do, like I told you, is just copy the front page. Okay, okay, all right, so let's copy this. I just need to copy it till here. Control C, or you can right click and copy. And once I put it here, I'll come to here under the research tool and I'll paste. Now you see how easy this is. It is not difficult at all. This helps you do a lot of work. So that way you can put 35. Now for the tool, the basic version that you're using, it might not allow you to use to put 35 references at once. So you can just put, okay, this one is open. So all I need to do is copy this with the abstract. I don't need to download it, just the abstract and the front page. This one now is research 3. Research 3. You can do this with your phone, you can do this with your laptop. It's very, very easy to use, very simple, and this is a new way of research where you can achieve a lot. You can, instead of downloading all the references, you don't need to download all the references. So we've gotten this systematic assessment, we've gotten that, we've gotten women's knowledge. So all we need to do is get the next one. So the next one here is climate justice in. So just get this one now. Remember what I said, just copy the front page to the abstract and that's it. Copy it, get it, and this is research. Remember with this is research 3. Okay, this is research. This one is should be research 3. Yeah, I'm right. It's definitely research. Okay, this is research 2, research 1. So we're going to research 3 now. And then that's research 3. So after I write research 3, I'll write research 4. And then go back to Google Scholar and see if I can get more research. So I'm opening this one now. So you have to read each of the abstracts. Right now I'm not reading it because I'm just doing this for this class. So I'm not really reading it. So one thing with research is every of those research must have abstract. It must have, even if it's locked, even if you have to pay. Every homepage of any research article must have the abstract, must have other things. That's all you need. You don't need to download the article. You don't need to pay for an article. So you put research 4. Then we go to the next page and write research 5. 5. Go to the next line and then you go back to Google Scholar and look for another research. Then you can copy there. All this research, if you notice, all of them are within 2021 till 2025. So that's called recent. So all you need to do is just copy it down here to the abstract. Copy this one, research 5. Okay. Research 6. Okay. Then we'll go to research, the next one. So it just continues like this you get to um till you get to 35. So but for this tool, all you can take per at once is 10 of such research. So you don't need to put more than 10. Put 10 at a time. Then immediately you upload that 10, you can just go back, get another 10 and upload again. But it can't take more than 10 at a time. More updates on the tool, we can accept 35 at once, but for now it's just 10. So you just take it bit by bit. You upload 10, you upload another 10, and you upload the 10, the last 10, and then a 5, so that it will actually do the work properly. All right, so next. I think that one is not opening. We're just going to take 10 for now for this video. So I just need to copy this, like I said, front page, and copy. Okay, then I'll paste, and I'll go to the next research 7. I'm typing the research 7, all the research, I'm typing it myself, so in case some of you have questions. Okay, so you can see this is the only work in this whole process. After this now, immediately the thing starts to write according to the CE-sPESS standard, and your work comes out very beautifully. So let's try another one. I think this one is okay. So this one has opened up, so let's just do this one, just the front page. Copy, go to 7. So let's make it up to 10. Okay, so let's move forward. So this page now, I think we are done with everything here. So I'll go to page 2. Go to page 2, then click on this one too. Okay. This one, the site is not opening well, so I'll go to the next. I'll open the other ones, see if I can open these other ones, open these other ones too, open these other ones. So let's see if I can. Okay, so anyone that opens now, we can just copy from it. All right, this one is open. So let's use this one. This one is open. So all I need to do is just copy it from here. Okay. See, just just copy, highlight it, and copy. It's very, very simple. Just highlight it and copy. Highlight it and copy, and go back to your tool and paste it. You don't need to download it. So go to research 9. We only have, so this is just the only work involved. After now, there's no more work. You just sit down and watch your research. I personally, I just take 1 hour to write a research proposal. It's not, doesn't take me more than an hour tops. Tops, it doesn't take me more than an hour with this. So I just need to copy this. I think this should be a research. Okay, it's still 9. Then I'll just go and go to research 10. Research 10, the last one. So you're supposed to do it. Remember I told you 10 by 10 batches. So I'll only do one batch for this class, and then in the next video probably I could do a longer video. But you do 10 10 till you get to the exact number you want to get to. So these two, I'll just copy this to copy the, this should be our research 10. And once I'm done, remember this is what I'm answering here. These are the responses I'm answering. Number 4 is asked me. Number 3, I've answered every other thing. Is this reference bank? This is what it means by a reference bank. So your reference bank needs to have the title of research, authors, journal and year, abstracts, key takeaway, all those are within the first front page of any journal article online. So once you're done with 10, you click enter. So let's see what it does here. Remember, you're not to copy everything in the front in the first page. You're just meant to copy the title down to the abstract. Then if you have the DOI or something, you can also put it there. Okay, do you understand? But just the first page down to the abstract, that's it. So you can see it has given us a breakdown for chapter 1. So in case your supervisor wants you to write the breakdown, now look at this. If I want to add more references, I can tell it, please, I want to add the below references to the research bank, and I'll go to the enter. Just then I'll continue from research 11. I'll continue from research 11, and if maybe I'll go back to Google Scholar, of course. If maybe I want to add this one now, I can just copy this one, anyone now. If I want to add anyone, I can continue the process from here. I can open any other one, any of these now, and go back and keep on adding till I get to 20. I'll go to research 13, research 12, research 13, and so on. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to cut it short so that we can finish the entire. I'll show you how to finish the entire research proposal. So in time. All right, so I'm going to just delete this because I'm not putting the rest. But if you're writing yours, you can go ahead and put everything. After you put the research 11 to research 20, you go again and put research 20 to research 30. Then and the last one should be research 30 to 35. So once you're done with that, you see how easy it is to go on. So right now it has given me, after that it will give you this breakdown also. So it's telling us here that this is our breakdown for chapter 1. Okay, this is what is giving us as a breakdown. What are the special? So you go through. If this is okay by you, or if you need to show your supervisor, you can copy it out here. You can just copy this breakdown out, copy it, and go to maybe Microsoft Word. You can go to Microsoft Word here. Maybe you can paste it here and send it to your supervisor. With this now, your supervisor can tell you, okay, this is beautiful, this is nice. You can print this. That's if you want to show your supervisor the breakdown before you write the work. However, if you have been approved to write your work, you don't need to do this. All you need to do is just tell the tool, the research assistant, go on, I am satisfied. You can see it's asking you, please confirm if you're satisfied with this chapter breakdown. You can say yes, or you can just say go on and click enter. So once you click go on now, it's going to go on writing the full. You can see that your work is done. With this, that started writing. Oh, please don't make this mistake. Make sure that you have dates in your references you're copying. You can see here that it's writing no date, ND. So it will have to make me, I'll have to go back and write and start inputting dates for this work. So, but make sure that anything you're copying, the date is also there. Make sure you try and copy the date also. So let's start from so all we need, once it has written this, all I need to do is just copy this now. I just need to copy, go to Microsoft Word and paste. Simple. So you see how easy it is. So let's start formatting. So I just need to come here and paste the work. So you can see that I've started my research proposal. So first of all, let's try and format this research proposal. So let's go tell it to continue. First of all, we'll come back and format it later. So you can just tell it continue. If you tell it continue, So for some of us, we might have that we're using the basic version. If the research assistant tells you that you need to come back after a while, you just need to give it time because there are a lot of users on it. So you have to give it like a while. Just give it, come back to that time. But essentially, if you use it the right way, within a day or has maximum two, you should be done with your complete proposal and you wrote it yourself. You wrote it yourself. So you can see it has given me the second one. So I just need to copy this also and go back to Microsoft Word. So like this, I'm done. I'm done writing my work because with this now, I can just tell it go on. It will finish writing the proposal just like you will see right about now. All right. So let's go back to the research assistant. You can just tell it go on. Okay. So it's writing here. See, it keeps on writing. So and it uses the difference between this and using ChatGPT is that this now is using your references. ChatGPT can formulate references. ChatGPT can generate fake references. That is what causes trouble in the research community now. A lot of students are having issues, both especially abroad, with this issue of fake references because ChatGPT and DeepSeek and Gemini and any other AI, they don't have direct access to these references because of court cases and the rest. So they just if the ones that they cannot get, they tend to formulate them and they tend to make mistakes. So you just have to be careful. That's why we built this to help you. You can imagine, I know some of us that have written something like this, you know how long it will take you to write just this page of work. So imagine how easy it is to just tell it continue and your work is being done for you, so to speak. So we're going to just paste it again. This is our chapter 1. This is our chapter 1. Let me write it there. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Introduction and background. So we're going to format it shortly so that you see how to format also to the CESPESS standard. Okay, so let's go back and see what it's doing now. So you can tell it go on. Okay, so you can see it's still writing. Okay, you can see it's still writing. So it's telling us let's go to the final subheading. So all I need to do is before you just copy this. Now your chapter 1 is supposed to be between 4 to 8 pages, of course, according to the CESPESS standard. It's supposed to be 4 to 8 pages. So we're going to count how many pages we've had already. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this should be making 5, 6. So we are still within the given and if you notice, because you uploaded you copied your because you copied your template into it, is writing according to that template. So you don't need to check and say, okay, is this thing aligned to what is writing? No, all you need to just say is go on and enter, and it does the work for you. It helps you complete. So this is still writing. So for so maybe if it's writing a little bit too much from what you want, you can delete. You don't need to use everything. Just make sure that what you're writing is in line with the CESPESS standard, same in the CESPESS template. Okay, so it has finished the introduction and background. You see, this completes section 1.0. So for some of us that our tools are not giving us enough time, all you need to do is just, if it's giving you too much, if it's like taking time or it's telling you to wait a little, it's just because there are a lot of users. So but you can still reach out to us for any questions in the comments. You can just reach out to us if you have any questions concerning the maybe the time it is given you to write or the time allocated for the tool to write per time. All right, so what you need to do is just copy this. Let's go back to our Microsoft Word, and we're done with the first part of our work. So we've written how many pages now? We've written 5 pages of work. One, two, three, four. This is okay, 6 pages. So now we are going to start formatting this work. I don't wait till the end of the work to start formatting. That's my style. So according to CE-sPESS, the template given, it says here that we should the required line spacing for the proposal is 1.5. Font style is use times New Roman. Font size is 12. And headings must be numbered in the following manner. Main headings should be cap and bold. There should be no periods after the last number used. Okay, so let's go there and start and format it. So it says here that we should use size 12. So I'll highlight all, and then times New Roman. So I'll make times New Roman. Then I'll go to make it size 12. So that is that. So I've made it size 12. So now this is the topic. So the topic should be on its own page. So the topic should be on its own page. So let me make this a little bit so you can see this. Then I will also okay. So let's make it, this topic should be on its own page. I can make it maybe in the middle. All right. So I'll make it a little bit big like this. And now they say the numbers, the overview. So I can say this is 1.0. Since this is chapter 1, I can treat this as 1.1. I can use this as 1.1, introduction and background of study. So it's either I put this as 1.1 or I remove it totally. I remove it totally and just remove all the headings that are in the background of study. So I can just remove this. I can just remove this and allow it to, because there's no, according to the CE-sPESS standard, there is no heading. If you read the CE-sPESS template very well, you can see here that there's nothing in the introduction and background. The only thing that is given that we're expected to is 1.0 introduction and background. The next one, 1.1, is research problem. The next one is aim and of the study and objective. 1.3. So there are no other there's no allocation for other how do you say it? There's no allocation for other subheadings. So we're going to give this 1.0 introduction and background. So remember that we're supposed to have spacing of 1.5. So I'm going to go to spacing now, 1.5. I've also justified, of course. So chapter 1. And chapter 1, you see, is getting ready. So you can see this is getting ready. Now, the introduction and background alone is over 9 pages. So you see that this is too long. So I can remove from the last, since it's not is let's just continue. Now that when we are done, if it's too long, we can remove some parts. So let's go to the next page. Okay, so let's go to the next item on the list. So here in the CE-sPESS breakdown, it says after introduction and background, there is a research problem. So let's go next to the research problem. Remember, our tool has yet information, so all I need to do is just to say go on, and it writes my research problem for me. Just press enter, go on. So you see the research problem that started writing it. Now, if you have any challenge or anything, maybe you don't like the way it's writing something, you just need to tell it, please change this. Like if I say, um, I want this to be, I want the tenses to be in, I want the tenses to be in future tense, or since the CESPESS standard says just anything at all you want to tell it, maybe I want you to remove this part of the work, or you just have any kind of maybe something that you want to change, you can just tell it change this and it will change. So that's why it's taking it little by little, so you can flow with the work. You are reading your work as you're writing, you're not just allowing it to do it the work for you. You can see that you're taking your time. Me, I'm reading it. So that's what is expected of anyone using it as an assistant. So all I need to do now is just to copy the research problem, copy it, and then go back to our work and paste. So merge formatting. See, it's now the work is going on well. Flooding has become, let's read what it says. It says flooding has become a recurrent intensifying hazard in Asaba due to, you see it's flowing, it's just going. The core problem lies in the fragmented, and so this now, if you want to still change some things here, is now left for you. Remember, this is an assistant. You are the final say. You are the final boss stop. You decide whether what it has written is okay. If it's not, you can still edit it, but it does 70% of the work for you. So you do the remaining 30. All right. So you can go to the aim of study. You can just say go on. All right. And it writes the aim and the objectives of the study. So we just wait for it to write the aim and objective of the study. So this is the aim. The aim is to do this. See how easy it is. All right, so we just copy it as usual and copy. That's the work is done already. I told you the only work you're doing is just to put those references. So the reason why we insist that you do it yourself is because a lot of people, so that you don't, AI will not give you um, AI will not give you AI generated fake references. Okay, so the aim of the study. So this is the, as you can see here, see the following, the aim of the study is to assess the this. You see all of them now is writing is in line with CESPESS standard. So just check out the tool, is in the description. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section, or you can send a message to our WhatsApp number to ask any kind of questions. All right, so we're going to continue with this work. We're almost through with it, the chapter 1. So it asks you what about the significance of study. So you just say go on. Everything is writing here is it already knows based on the template that has been uploaded. It knows the right thing to write. But if you notice that okay, it's writing something different, you can still tell it please do this, and it does that exactly the way you want. So you copy this and go back to your word. Okay, and paste. Okay, so you can see okay, so this is the significance of study. Okay, so you can, if you read through the work, see that it's doing a very good job with the work. If you're reading through it, you can see it's doing a very good job with the work. So finally this study, so we're going to, right now is going to over 12 pages for the chapter 1, which is quite large. So but we are going to edit it at the end of the work to see, to cut out the excesses, to make it within 4 to 8 pages for the chapter 1. So you can see he's writing the scope of the study here. All right. Okay. So it's only using the items given to it, the research given to it. If you don't give it research, it will not respond properly. So you need to give it a lot of research. You need to give it a lot of research. That is why you need at least that 35 research. You need to give it a lot of research so that it can respond. It's just like garbage in, garbage out. So what you give it determines how effective it will be. Okay. So it has written the scope of study. Okay, spatially. Okay. Alright. I think that should be beautiful enough. So we have almost 12 pages. I think it still remains one for the chapter 1. Alright. The research questions. Okay. So just like go on. Okay. So it says here, these are the research questions. So next thing now, you just need to copy it. Copy the research questions and just paste it here also. So that's it. Merge. So you see the research questions are here. Alright, so we're going to edit this now. See, this is showing us it's 14 pages. So all we need to do is maybe cut out some parts that are too many. Like here now, you can see from this that our background of study is really long. So I can remove these parts, key concepts, because it's really long. I can make it reduce some other parts of the work, especially the okay. So I've removed here just to make it between 4 to 8 pages of the work. So probably I could also, if I read the work and I see that okay, this is a let's say the background of study needs to be at least 3 to 4. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Let's move from here. But you need to read the work to be sure what you're doing. So I'm just going to move here. Okay. So we have this. The research problem, is it too long? 1 page is okay. The objectives, are they too long? No. The significance, is it too long? The scope, is it too long? Because it's still within 13 pages. So the scope is still okay. Okay, so I can move the scope or I can leave the scope. I could leave the scope. This is okay, it's 11 pages now, no more 13. So I just need to remove about 3 pages more of work and we're ready to go. So from here, I think we still need to remove, okay, this is 10 pages now, so 2 more pages. Let's see, can we remove this? Okay, so I can decide to remove this one just to make it, because it needs to be within 4 to 8 pages. That's what is in the CE-sPESS template. So how many do we have now? Let's look. We have 3 pages for background, introduction and background. That's nice. So we have about how many pages now? Okay, maybe okay. All right. We have about 9 pages now. Okay, we have 9 pages of work. So we can still remove one, maybe cut down the scope, the significance. Okay, work on this. Cut out the significance a little. Just just read it. The one that you know that is not really important anymore. Okay, right now it has reduced to 9 pages, and the work is beautiful. So right now we are done with the chapter 1 of our research proposal. So I'll see you in the next video for the chapter 2.